Well, Craig, this was a tragic and violent crash that killed that female driver here on the Bronx Expressway overnight. You can see the aftermath that they're now in the process of cleaning up. They've just brought in a heavy-duty wrecker to try and get this 18-wheeler out of here. They have to remove this wreckage piece by piece before they then reopen these southbound lanes of the Bronx Expressway. You can see the northbound lanes are getting by just fine, as now they have just begun to tow away this tractor trailer that crashed into a woman who was driving last night. They are scraping it off of the roadway right now, so it's extremely loud. But you can take a look at what it looked like earlier this morning. Flames were just erupting from all three of this wreckage. In fact, one of the vehicles is still smoldering at this hour, about 5 hours later. According to police, a woman who was driving that sedan rear-ended a big box truck here on the southbound lanes. They say that box truck was carrying U.S. mail at the time. Then another tractor trailer came by and smashed into her. All three of those vehicles then went up in flames. Witnesses told us what it sounded like.
To be honest, it really sounded like, at first, like it was like a bomb or something being dropped. That's how loud it was, because you could even feel a little bit of the vibration from it, like how loud it was, and how the impact was. Like, it was just kind of really horrific and really shocking to see.
So while the investigation is nearly complete, the race is on now to try and remove the remaining pieces of this wreckage, including that victim's car that has been decimated, barely recognizable, and the box truck that was carrying that U.S. mail. Of course, the main priority is to reopen these southbound lanes here near Jerome Avenue before the height of the morning commute. As for the victim who was tragically killed here, police say that they are having a difficult time identifying her because of the severity of this crash, and they may ultimately need to use dental records. That's the latest. Live here in the Bronx, I'm Anthony DiLorenzo, PIX11 News.
All right, Anthony, thank you. Well, this accident